What's good, everybody? It's your boy JCG. Welcome back to the lounge. So in case if you haven't seen my last YouTube short, you'll know that I actually was not a huge fan of the Mortal Kombat 1 Kombat Pack reveal. Two reasons why. A, half the characters in the DLC pack didn't excite me, and B, NRS revealed the DLC way too early. When it comes to reason A, I truly do mean that the Kombat Pack reveal let me down. Not the entire lineup, because I did say that Ermac, Takeda, and Quan Chi were good picks. I'm more so talking about the guest characters. Omni-Man from the Invincible comics and animated series, Peacemaker from DC's The Suicide Squad and the HBO Max show of the same name, and of course, Homelander from The Boys. These, in my personal opinion, are the most disappointing guest characters the Mortal Kombat series has had. Yes, I understand that both Homelander and Omni-Man are very violent and come from violent, bloody shows. That doesn't exactly mean that they're good picks, however. To me, both of these guys feel very out of place in the world of MK. Extremely out of place. I think they would fit better in a future Injustice game. I know Injustice is T-rated, but Homelander and Omni-Man being Superman-like individuals fit better in the DC universe than they do in the MK universe. So that is why I decided to make a video about my personal picks for guest characters in MK1. This list that I made is not just characters I want to see, but also characters that many other fans have been asking for as well. Just a reminder that this is indeed a wish list, and it's in no particular order either. Here are my top 5 most wanted guest fighters for Mortal Kombat 1. Let's start off with an easy one. Now, because NRS is doing comic book characters as guests in their Mortal Kombat games, I think we should mention a DC Comics mercenary that I believe works better in this game than Peacemaker. If I were in charge of this game's roster, and that included guest fighters, the one DC pick I would go with is actually one of my most favorite villains slash anti-heroes. His name is Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. Deathstroke is actually a character that many have been saying could potentially come to an MK game. He's honestly perfect for this franchise. A superhuman assassin who went toe-to-toe with godlike beings, has a dope design, and he comes equipped with plenty of weapons to utilize in combat. Swords, a bow staff, various guns. He's kind of like a ninja in a way, just a more military type of ninja. Deathstroke was my main in Injustice Gods Among Us. He was awesome in that game. I want to see what NRS can do with him in a game like this, where he has no shackles to hold back his violent nature. The next guest character is an unlikely one, to be honest. I say unlikely because there's a 3% chance the company who owns the franchise in which this character comes from will actually allow NRS and Warner Bros. Games to use him for this project. He's a badass cyborg ninja who moves lightning fast and his sword can slash just about anything. I'm of course talking about Raiden from the game Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. MGRR is one of my favorite hack and slash action games of all time. It's fast paced, the music goes hard, the boss battles are exciting, and best of all, Raiden is a lot of fun. The sword combat in that game is superb. Raiden strikes with precision, and the ability you have where you can slow down time and slice your enemies is fun to screw around with. If you ask me, Raiden from MGRR is a good fit for Mortal Kombat, but not sure if Konami is willing to let NRS use him. Next we have a character who shouldn't be hard to acquire, considering that his 4 arch-enemies already made it into Injustice 2 as guest characters. I'm of course talking about the Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. Why the Shredder? Because why not? He can be a pretty violent character. He has a cool design and cool weapons, and he looks like he fits into Mortal Kombat. And as I mentioned, the Ninja Turtles themselves were already guest fighters in Injustice 2. So I think it's only fair if their number one villain gets into an NRS fighting game. My fourth guest character is one who has experience in both fighting games and action games. He's the Super Ninja himself, Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series. This one is going to be tricky as well, because much like Raiden, he comes from another game company. But the reason why I want Ryu Hayabusa is solely because of the fact that he literally feels like he belongs in the Mortal Kombat universe. In his games, he's slain a bunch of demonic enemies, moving extremely fast, feeling like an unstoppable force. Like Deathstroke, he also uses multiple weapons. He has his iconic Dragon Sword, the Lunar Staff, the Falcon's Talons, the Eclipse Scythe, Tonfas, the Warhammer. The list goes on. If that wasn't enough, Ryu also has a bunch of mystical arts like various ninpo abilities. Ryu Hayabusa is insane, and I love it if somehow, some way, he could get into a Mortal Kombat game. My final guest character is one who, I'm gonna be real with y'all, there's no way he's making it into a Warner Brothers game. He's even less likely than Raiden. But a dude can dream, can't he? Who is this unlikely character I'm referring to? He's a Marvel character. A deadly Spider-Man villain. Not Venom, not Green Goblin, but instead, his name is Carnage. Carnage is probably one of the very few Marvel Universe characters who can perfectly blend into the Mortal Kombat world, in my opinion. Cletus Cassidy is more than just a violent supervillain. He's sadistic, unhinged, and extremely unpredictable. A serial killer with a symbiote, and they are in perfect sync with each other. Carnage, to my knowledge, has never been in any fighting game just yet. He'll be a good fit for MK due to the fact that he can use the symbiote to create weapons from his body, various blades, and he can even shoot projectiles. There are a couple other Marvel characters who I think could work for Mortal Kombat, but if I had to choose just one, I definitely want Carnage. Before I end the video, an honorable mention that I want to just throw out there is the Doomslayer from the Doom franchise. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to make this video because, this is the first time where Mortal Kombat has put out a DLC pack that I just wasn't completely happy with. And don't get me wrong, NRS has done, disappointing DLC characters before. But, I don't think there's really ever been a combat pack where I just felt like it was just a complete letdown for the most part, aside from like a couple characters that I actually like. But, that's just my opinion. And even though not many of my characters actually have a chance of making it into an MK game, like I said, a dude can dream. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video. Tell me, what guest characters do you guys hope to see in Mortal Kombat 1? Are you happy with the guest characters you have now? And who else do you hope makes it into this game before launch? Maybe I might do a review on it. I'm thinking about pre-ordering the Nintendo Switch version of the game since I don't exactly have a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X just yet. But we'll see as time goes on. But yeah, thank you guys for watching once again. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe to join the lounge, get notified. And I will see you guys hopefully this weekend. But until then, your boy JCG is out. God bless, Deuces.